Welcome to the Greenheck Turner Family Arena here in Schofield, Wisconsin at DC Everest High School. This is Dan Lau on play-by-play today with Braden Bullis as my producer. Game 2 of the morning afternoon. We have Cedarburg Bulldogs take on the Wausau West Warriors. Cedarburg coached by Mark Jessup. This is their opening day. A clean, fresh start, 0-0. Taking on Wausau West, who fell to Lakeland 3-0 yesterday in their season opener. They are 0-1 on the season. This game is brought to you by Auto Select. Located on Schofield Avenue in Weston, has been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston and on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Following this quick commercial break, we'll have Cedarburg versus Wausau West softball right after this.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty for your next on-scope.
Welcome back to Schofield, Wisconsin, here at DC Everest. Indoor softball on this chilly Saturday afternoon. I'm glad we're inside. It's not too bad out, but it is windy when I had stepped out of the car, and I'd rather be in here. Thank you for joining us today. We have Cedarburg Bulldogs versus Wausau West Warriors. Cedarburg coming off a very impressive season. We'll get more into that later. And Wausau West coming off a mixed season, 5th in the Wisconsin Valley. A game over 500. They'd like to improve on that this year. They are coached by Jamie Hughes. Prior to this game, we had Eau Claire North versus De Pere. Eau Claire North held a 1-run lead 3 times. De Pere tied it up a couple times, and then they exploded in the bottom of the 6th for an 8-3 win. And over on Field 1 was Wausau East and Pulaski. I believe that game was 19-0 Pulaski. This is the second day of the invite here at DC Everest. Yesterday, Wausau West played Lakeland. They fell 3-0. Cedarburg, they did not play yesterday. They play after this against DC Everest. This is their opening day. They come out of the North Shore Conference. Over on the other field right now, it looks like, if I had to guess, Baraboo and Pulaski. I'll provide some updates during this game. Oh, Baraboo versus Wausau East on the other field, and Cedarburg, Wausau West on this field. Pitching today, warming up right now, number 27, Emily Johnson of Cedarburg. She also plays first base, but she is the opening day pitcher today for the Bulldogs. Cedarburg takes the field to warm up. Will be a little late than the noon start. Batting first for Wausau West, 1 through 3. Holstrom leading off in left field. Jaden Elke, second base. Center field, Taylor Leibelt. Shortstop, Claire Calmez. Right field, McKenna Gale. First base, Jaden Calmez. Third base, Sadie Peisig. Pitcher, Caitlin Butler. Designated player, Claire Schultz. And she is hitting for Addie Hale, the catcher. Emily Johnson pitching today for Cedarburg, her battery mate behind the plate. Caroline Notham. They're preparing for the Warriors today, who don't have much more experience than they do this season, just the one game yesterday. So both teams very fresh on the young season. Holstrom into the batter's box to start this game off. And Emily Johnson ready to get things going. Balin Holstrom, a senior for the Warriors. That ball low, 1-0, first pitch of the season for Cedarburg. To start off this game, a ball for Emily Johnson. Another ball low, 2-0 to Holstrom. Cedarburg coming off a 24-5 record last season. First in the North Shore, 17-1 in conference play. They beat Menominee Falls to make it to state and lost to Kenosha Bradford at state 4-0. So a very good team last year where the Bulldogs, they look to continue that this season. They lost 5 seniors. But the pitcher here today, Emily Johnson, probably their top returning player. Not only, she pitched 3 times last year, so she will have to probably take the reins in that regard. And she opens up with a walk to Holstrom. Pitched just 3 times last year, so seeing that she's the opening day starter, that may be who they will likely be going to much of this season, and she is an offensive threat, which we will touch on later. Now batting for the Warriors, second baseman Jaden Elke. Count 1-0. Nothing threatened to throw it to first, but not much of a lead over there by Holstrom. Wausau West looking to be patient in the box today, it looks like. Might be their game plan. This game is brought to you by Access Insurance. For all your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Access Insurance. And that nice throw over to second, but a successful stolen base by Holstrom. Third stolen base on the season for Holstrom. Count 3-1. Warriors remain patient at the plate. Johnson pitches, bunt down. That's a nice one. An overthrow to first. The Warriors, with their first run of the season, could not score yesterday versus Lakeland. And good start for them as they are up 1-0 on a state softball team in Cedarburg. We'll call that E2. On the catcher, 1-0 Warriors. So much like our first game, the first batter, base runner, hitter scored quite quickly to start the game. Batting now is Taylor Liebelt, the center fielder. And swing fouled. Count 1-1. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Johnson delivers. Ball outside, 2-1. And that ball smacked to the outfield, deep in center, and off the glove. However, it did look like it would be caught, so runners only on first and second. That ball not far from, it hit the top of Ali Torbeck's glove and almost bounced over the fence, which would be a much different situation. We have runners on second and third rather than first and second. So due to her missing that ball, I think that will be a error on the center fielder, E8. Runners on second or first and second, still nobody out. Obviously, it's a very young season for Cedarburg. They haven't even played yet, but I'm sure Wausau West is happy to be up on a state qualifying team just in the first inning. That's a confidence booster for them, especially after having not scored yesterday in a 3-0 loss. Johnson delivers, ball out. Oh, he calls it a strike. She hasn't been getting many of those close calls to her so far today. Count 2-1. Claire Calmez, the shortstop, batting. One of 3 Calmez is on this team. Swing and a miss. Count 2-2. So we have a senior Calmez, a junior Calmez, 2 seniors, so perhaps. Could be cousins, could be twins. Fouled away, count 2-2. J.D. Two Benders was founded in 1968 and has stayed in the Felch family ever since as a locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or at jndtubebending.com. That ball, a check swing of sorts, fouled high foul, caught, throw to third, and both runners advance. But that was an impressive catch. And impressive to get over to third as accurately as she did. I believe that was LeCavalier with the catch, the right fielder, in foul territory. 1 down. But both runners advance. That ball foul on the bunt. 1 down, runner second and third. Right fielder McKenna Gale at the plate for the Warriors. Unfortunately, I could not find compiled stats for Wausau West last season. That ball slapped right back to the pitcher. 2 down. Now Jaden Kelmez, the first baseman for the Warriors, up at the plate, looking to add more to this first inning for Wausau West. High ball taken, 1-0. And over on the other field, it looks like Wausau East is up 3-0. So 2 Wausau teams. Right now, I don't know I'm not sure where East and West is in this particular building. I'm just going to say East is on the east side and West is playing on the west side. I could be wrong on that. But they're all here in DC Everest. Big day of softball yesterday and today. Count 0-2 on Calmez. Ball in, taken. Count 1-2. And that pitch hit over to third, throw to first, and that is the inning. The Warriors come away with just 1. But they threaten to score more. They are up on Cedarburg, who will be taking the plate at the bottom of the inning. We'll be right back after these messages.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first. This game is brought to you by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Pitching for the Warriors, Caitlin Butler. And batting in the bottom half of this inning is Ashley LeCavalier, Marley Caravella, and Caroline Notham for the Cedarburg Bulldogs. 1-0 Warriors. And this will be the first at-bat of the season for Cedarburg. Ashley LeCavalier. She hit 4 home runs last year with 21 RBI. On a very successful Bulldog team, and they are in the gray pinstripe uniforms. That ball hit deep to short. And the throw offline. We'll call that an infield single for LeCavalier to start things going. That ball a little bit in the hole between short and third. Had to make a long throw to get it over to first. Now batting is Marley Caravella, the designated player. Shows bunt. And the base stolen by LeCavalier. Runner on second for Cedarburg. As I was saying, in the gray pinstripe uniforms, white socks, orange outline, with a very Gonzaga-esque logo on the back. Wausau West in the white with navy sleeves and the Warrior on the sleeve. That ball chopped up the middle. Runner can't go. Throw to first. Not in time. That was a close play. I thought she was out, actually, but good throw. But maybe that chop just gave her more time as the ball bounced a couple times before shortstop could field it. Claire Calmez. So first and second, nobody out. Caroline Notham, the catcher, lays down the bunt. Up the first baseline, both runners advance, and she's out. 1-3, 1 out, runners on second and third. Pitcher Emily Johnson, I said we'd touch on her offensively, and she was very good last season. 6 home runs, 39 RBIs. She's certainly a threat to take one deep here today. I don't know the distance, not marked here for the outfield, but that looks like a deep left or right field where she may hit it as she's a lefty. Johnson watches, count 2-0. Pitch is outside. Count 3-0. With an office right here in Wausau, Scherer Construction offers commercial and custom home construction expertise throughout Wisconsin. For your next construction project, look no further than Scherer Construction. Check out their beautiful work at SchererConstruction.com. That ball outside, walk, bases loaded for Allie Torbeck, the center fielder for Cedarburg. a senior for the Bulldogs. 1 down and bases loaded. Butler with the pitch. And that right between second and first. 1 run scores. Another one around. Safe. Runners on second and third. And just like that, the Bulldogs are on top. Two-run single and advances to second on the throw. Runners on second and third. 2-1 Cedarburg, 1 down. Lydia Grunenberg, the first baseman, to bat. A senior for the Bulldogs. They lost 5 seniors from their state qualifying team last year. The pitch is in outside. Count is 1-1. Ball low and inside, 2-1. And that ball smacked. That is really too bad. Because, see, that's a bad break for Cedarburg. I personally don't like the situation because I think that ball was going out, but it hit the low. And they're calling it a home run. The first of the season for the Bulldogs, Lydia Grunenberg, 3-run shot. And just like that, it is 5-1. As I was saying, that ball very much looked like it would be out, and it hit the top, which they call an out in most situations. But it wasn't a pop-out, a traditional pop-out. It was going long. So the umpires got together, ruled it a home run, an unconventional home run, but a home run nonetheless. 5-1 Bulldogs. Camelia Schumacher, the third baseman, stepping up to the plate. Nobody on base. The Warriors would like a quick reset here in the first and get out of this inning. Pitches in for a strike. Looking, count 0-1. That pitch is inside. I'm not sure if Grunenberg has home runs from last season. And that ball fair down the third baseline for a single. I'm not sure if she has any home runs last year, Grunenberg, but if that was her first, that is an interesting way to get your first one. Bunt laid down. Pitcher throws it to first. 2 down. Runner advances. That was DeRosa laying down the sacrifice bunt. Now a shortstop, Paige Schmitz, up to bat. That ball low and inside, count 1-0. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee offers top quality collision repair, full body repair along with 24-hour towing and courtesy loaner vehicles and a lifetime warranty on their work. That's TRW Auto Body in Mosinee, your friendly fender bender mender. Count 2-0 to Schmitz. That ball ricocheted off the pitcher. Second to first, throw offline. Runners on first and third. E4 on the play. Now up to bat. Top of the order. Ashley LeCavalier. And that ball hit down third baseline and an out. And the Warriors get out of the inning. 5 runs for the Bulldogs, 5-1 Cedarburg. He'll be back at the top of the second after this.
At Abbey Bank, we know everyone has their strengths. Our bankers may excel in numbers, but can they score on the court?
Maybe you guys should stick to what you're good at. Banking.
And that's exactly what we do. At Abbey Bank, we stick to what we do best, making banking about you.
Find an Abbey Bank location near you by visiting abbeybank.com.
Abbey Bank, where we make banking about you.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Welcome back to the top of the second inning. Wausau West took a 1-0 lead, but then Cedarburg put up 5, capped off by a 3-run shot from Grunenberg, the first baseman. Batting for the Warriors this inning, Sadie Peisig, Caitlin Butler, Claire Schultz. Emily Johnson pitching today for Cedarburg. She pitched 3 times last year. 27 of the 29 decisions for the Bulldogs was by graduating senior Cassidy Gall, a very good pitcher and hitter for the Bulldogs last year. She now plays D1 softball for Evansville, the Aces, in which she already has a 2-3 record and a 2.7 ERA for them this year in college ball. So Emily Johnson looking to step up as the top pitcher, hopefully, for Cedarburg this season. That ball outside, 2-1. The pitch is in. Peisig takes it, 2-2. And a swing and a miss, first K today. 1 down, pitcher Caitlin Butler to bat. Butler, a junior for the Warriors. High swing and a miss, count 0-1. Johnson looking to settle in today after a rocky first inning. And another swing and a miss from Butler. Down 0-2 in the count. Another high pitch, count 1-2. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. And low, count 2-2 even for Butler. Johnson in, and another ball. Patient at bat here from Butler, who saw 2 probably balls for the first 2 pitches, swung high, and she's been patient ever since, working her way back into a 3-2 count. And low and outside. That's a walk. Impressive walk, considering the 0-2 count she had. Claire Schultz, designated player to bat And we have a pinch runner. Number 10. Courtesy runner for the pitcher is Molly Mashinsky, a senior. The delay is unknown. Looked like the ump was looking for something. One down, one on. Catcher threatened to throw it to first. Count 1-0. Not the bottom half of the first the Warriors looking for. They look to answer here. Swing and a miss from Schultz. And another swing and a miss. And that ball high. Looks like Johnson has a tendency to throw those. Catcher doing a good job back there so far. I'm not sure if there have been many pass balls, if any. That one blocked. Thrown down to second, and just in time is Mashinsky. She gets in there. Runner in on second, full count to Schultz. And that's a called third strike. 2 down, back to the top of the order. Balin Holstrom, who scored the first run of the season for the Warriors, the left fielder. She worked a walk her first at bat of the game. Pitches in, outside taken. 1-0. And she went to bunt that unsuccessfully. Count 1-1. Johnson in. Fouled away from the lefty's offering. I believe Cedarburg only had 3 pitchers last year. Cassidy Gall had the majority of the workload, and Johnson was one of the other pitchers. Not many opportunities though, so they'll look to her this season. Count 2-2, 2 down. And right down the middle, called third strike. Strikes out the side. 3 down, 5-1 Cedarburg. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Welcome back to the bottom of the second inning. This game is brought to you by Mammoth Mortgage. Mammoth Mortgage is your opportunity for low rates, hassle-free mortgages for buying or refinancing a home throughout Wisconsin. For all your mortgage needs, look to Mammoth Mortgage. Bottom of the second here, 5-1 Cedarburg. They have Caravella, Notham, and Johnson stepping up to the plate. Caravella and Johnson both scored in the first inning. Caravella, the designated player, gets hit and will take first. Not the start. The Warriors looking for this inning, an early base runner. The catcher, Notham, up to bat. She grounded out. I believe she had a sac bunt. Perhaps her first at bat. I have a feeling Cedarburg's going to look to run. The pitch is in. That ball caught by shortstop. Doubled off. Nice play there by shortstop Claire Calmez. Lined right to her. Then she saw that an eager runner in Caravella could be doubled out. And 2 down just like that. Game-changing play there. Inning-changing anyhow. Stop the threat. Emily Johnson up to bat. She walked her first time up. The lefty is in. Count 1-0. And low and outside pass ball 2-0 to Johnson. And that ball is crushed to the other side of Wausau. Emily Johnson goes oppo over the left fielder. She had 6 home runs last season, and she's starting strong this season. The pitcher getting some love from her teammates. Cedarburg now up 6-1. Torbeck stepping up to the plate. Caitlin Butler talks it through with her teammates. That was a very deep home run. Well in onto the other field that we have opposite us in the Wausau East game. It almost hit the center fielder over there. It just went over her head. On the other field, I mean. I saw her duck. Count 0-1 here to Torbeck. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. That ball taken for a strike, 1-2. From Butler to Torbeck. Low, Count even, 2-2. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Dan Lau here calling the game with Braden Bullis producing. And that ball hit in the gap between right and center. And sliding in for a double is Torbeck. Now batting is Grunenberg, who had that faux home run her first at bat. It indeed would have gone out had it not been for the hitting the beam on the ceiling on this roof here. So she's certainly a threat in the batter's box. This ball fouled away. Count 0-1, runner on second. 2 down. Grunberg rips it to shortstop. Kalmez throws it out. End of the inning. Cedarburg gets one back. They're up 6-1. We'll be back with the top of the third after this.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back to Schofield. The Warriors taking the plate here. Jaden Ilke leading off with Leibelt and Kalmez coming up soon after. Ilke reached on E2, her first at bat. That taken for a strike from Johnson. Johnson, who just delivered that crushing home run over left field. Johnson, high heater. Count 0-2. Johnson spins the ball in her hand. Winds up, delivers. And a called third strike. 1 down. Taylor Leibelt, the center fielder, up next. She reached on a error. A ball hit into center field and off, right off the glove of the center fielder, her first at bat. High, ball taken, 1-0. Johnson, ball low. Count 2-0. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Over on the other field, 5-3, Wausau East is down. And that ball taken, 3-0. Wausau East down to the Thunderbirds of Baraboo. Pitch taken. 4 balls. She'll take her base. Next up is Claire Kalmez, who flew out. She had that foul out over to the right fielder. Nice catch. Nice catch by LeCavalier over in the first inning. Calmez with a nice job defensively here today over at short. Catcher didn't know where that one went, and the runner advanced. Lee Belt on second. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelectric.com. That ball hit high off the tarp on the roof. I'm interested on what the call here will be. Runners are on second and third. The umps will talk about it. That one also a threat to go deep over in right center. It certainly looked like it had the trajectory to be a home run. Again, I'm over here on the third baseline, so I don't have the greatest look on it. And they are calling it a home run. 2-run shot for Calmez. So if you're keeping track at home, 2 home runs did not go over the fence. 1 did. That's the way indoor softball looks here in Greenhack. McKenna Gale to bat. 2 big runs for the Warriors there, 6-3. Gale the lefty. Ball low. And swing and foul. Count even at 1 now. 1 down. Gale lined out to the pitcher. It was more so a checked, pushed swing that resulted in a right back to the pitcher. And what an impressive diving catch by the shortstop over in foul territory. Paige Schmitz making good ground to get. It wasn't the third baseman that got to it on the third baseline. It was Paige Schmitz, the shortstop. 2 down. Jaden Calmez, the first baseman, at bat. Ground out from third, her first time up. That ball bounced in. Taken high, 2-1. Taken for a strike. As I was saying, Johnson not much experience pitching, but I can't say that for certain with summer ball and whatnot. She may have plenty of experience pitching, but just not for this varsity Cedarburg team. And strikeout, safe on the pass ball, which bounced off Notham's glove. And the Warriors will take it. Sadie Peisig to bat. She struck out her first time up. Taken for a strike. Count 0-1. Runner on first, 2 down. Top the third. High heat. Swings at it. Down 0-2. Outside, count 1-2. Johnson fires it in. Fouled away down the third baseline. Peissig at bat. And swings low. Strikeout thrown down to first. And that is the inning. But Wausau West scores 2 on a home run from Claire Calmez. 6-3 Bulldogs will be back after these messages.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back to DC Everest. Cedarburg Bulldogs up 6-3 on Wausau West. Already 3 home runs in this one. Batting for the Bulldogs this half inning, Camelia Schumacher, Macy DeRosa, and Paige Schmitz, who had that impressive sprawling catch in foul territory in the top of the third. Cedarburg, coached by Mark Jessup in his 8th season, bringing them to state last year. 17-1 in conference in the North Shore. They play DC Everest following this one. We'll have that game live as well. And that ball is a strike. Count 0-1 to Schumacher, who singled her first at bat. 1 for 1. Butler delivers. Ball low. One and one to Schumacher. Swings foul. Count 1-2. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. 1-2. Ball high. 2-2 here to Schumacher, the third baseman. Butler delivers low. Full count. Here to start the bottom of the third. And the swing and a miss. Throw down to first, and that is the first Jamie Wenzel Surf Pro strikeout here for Caitlin Butler. Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened. 1 down. Here for the Bulldogs, Macy DeRosa. Up to the plate here. That ball bounced in by Butler. DeRosa, the first baseman, swings and a miss. Count 2-1. For all your auto repair needs, Mosney and Rothschild turns to John's Auto Repair just off Business 51 north of Mosney. Auto repair you can trust to have it done right and get you on your way. John's Auto Repair. And a swing over Calmez's glove into center field, and that's a single for DeRosa. Bringing up shortstop Paige Schmitz, who reached on an error in the first inning. There is a bit of a breeze in this building, and I don't know where it's coming from. That ball absolutely crushed over the center fielder. Paige Schmitz goes yard for a 2-run shot. The third home run of the day for the Bulldogs. They get 2 back via long ball. And what a lineup you have if your number 9 hitter is taking one deep into center. Eight to 3 Bulldogs. Butler and her infielders talk it over. I'm not sure what Braden was, if Braden got that full play over there off the home run, but yeah, center fielder going for it, hit over her head, and she crashed into the flimsy wall we have here. I wasn't doubting that you got it. I was watching the ball, not watching your camera work. That ball fouled away for top of the order Ashley LeCavalier. She has a single and a ground out in this one, both in the first inning when they batted around the order. Taken for a strike, down 0-2. Butler delivers, and that will be another victim of the ceiling today. I think. That should be the third, or no, sorry, that's the second out. But yes, first victim of the ceiling in this game. We had 2 in the opener, De Pere, Eau Claire North. Now batting is Marley Caravella, who takes one down the third baseline foul. She singled and was hit by a pitch. 1 for 1 on the day. She was doubled off on a liner to Calmez in the second. She got caught too far off the base path, the designated player, Caravella. Count 1-2, 2 down. Bounced in, 2-2. And that ball right down the middle. Sorry, now it's 2-2. 2 down. Caravella takes a high called third strike to end the inning, but Cedarburg knocked in a couple more. 8-3. We'll be right back for the 4th inning after this.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Back in DC Everest, Cedarburg up 8-3. Their trip here, well worth it so far. A 2.5-hour drive from Cedarburg High School here to Schofield. Batting here in the top of the fourth will be Butler, Schultz, Holstrom. Butler reached on a walk her first at bat. Oh, sorry, we have a... do we have a pinch hitter here? Nora Hintz batting for Butler here. Also listed as a pitcher in the program, so perhaps she will be pitching here on out. Count 2-2 to Hintz. Warriors looking to answer back. Johnson delivers, fired in for a ball. Full count. 5-4 on the other side. Baraboo, the Thunderbirds up on Wausau East. Full count. Strike 3 taken. 1 down. That's Johnson's 6th strikeout of the afternoon. Designated player Claire Schultz up to bat. She struck out looking her first at bat. Low. 1-0 to Schultz. Two and 0. Johnson delivers high. Schultz patient here. 3-0. And fires in for the strike, 3-1. Johnson. Strike. Schultz thought about bunting, took it back, and the ball right down the middle. 3-2, full count. And swing and a miss. She blows it by Schultz. 2 down. Top of the order, Balin Holstrom, the left fielder. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout and a run. Holstrom takes it high. 1-0. Johnson steps on the rubber. Fires it in. High strike. 1-2. We're 1-1, sorry. And foul down the first baseline. 1-2. Johnson looks in, nods. And another strikeout. Lobs over to first. And that will end the inning. Wausau West does not score. Cedarburg up 8-3 coming to the bottom of the fourth after this.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating. But with Access Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
Back here in the bottom of the fourth, Cedarburg going to be batting this half inning. Backus Family Chiropractic in Rothschild provides personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling, from migraines and anxiety to stress or a wide variety of youth issues. Let Backus Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. The Bulldogs are sending Notham, Johnson, and Torbeck to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth. They are up 8-3 on the Warriors, who have a new pitcher, Nora Hintz, stepping in for Caitlin Butler. The Bulldogs taking a good look at her to see what they're working with here in the bottom of the fourth. A reminder, following this one, we'll have more Cedarburg softball action as they take on the DC Everest Evergreens, fresh off a 5-0 win on De Pere yesterday. We will have Chris Conley calling that game here on Zaleski Sports. And 1-0 is our count to the catcher. Another strike, 1-1. Notham, who is 0 for 2 today, a line out and a sack, might have been a sack bunt actually. Fouled away, count 1-2. Hintz looks in. Delivers, Notham. And the ball makes it to the fans over the netting here. Count 1-2. On the other side, Wausau East still down 5-4. They fell in the opener today. And hit batter. And Emily Johnson will step to the plate. She crushed one her last at bat. Went opposite field, well into the Wausau East game on the other side here at Greenheck. And a pinch runner, Mia Zimmerman, for the catcher on first. Big day in sports tonight. The Final Four in men's action at 5 and 7 or something like that. Yesterday was women's, South Carolina and UConn advancing. And congratulations to Ovechkin for tying Wayne Gretzky for most goals ever. He's one away, very likely to do it this year to break the record. At least in playoffs, if not during the regular season, if he doesn't score. And a swing and a miss, count 1-1. Johnson saw that one going above the outfield fence again. That was a big, hefty swing. Low, taken, count 2-1. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. Outside, 3-1. Runner on first, nobody out, bottom of the fourth. Johnson gained some practice swings in for fresh pitcher Nora Hintz. And fouled up the baseline, the first baseline. Nora Hintz, a sophomore for the Warriors. Johnson, as I said, 6 home runs last year. Already 18% into that. And fouled. The catcher, no, play cannot be made by Heil. Full count, 3-2. The Warriors 5th in the Wisconsin Valley last year. Taking advantage of this DC Everest invite to play some non-conference competitors in Lakeland and Cedarburg. Both challenging non-conference foes. And that's ball hit up to second. Ground out. And one away as the runner advances to second. A 4-3 put out. Allie Torbeck, center fielder, up to the plate. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more at nicolaybank.com. Ball in for a strike. And that ball down the third baseline, over the third baseman's head. A single advances on the throw. Second and third. Lydia Grunenberg, the first baseman up to bat. She had a home run, a 3-run shot into the roof back in the first inning. Ball inside, 1-0. Runners on second and third. Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau offers a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and so much more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Learn more and apply at greatlakescheese.com. Swing and a miss on a low pitch. Count 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Hintz fires away. Shot foul down the third baseline. 2-2. Wausau East takes the lead in the other game, 6-5, up on Baraboo. Two and two to Grunberg. And strikes out looking. Serve pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. 2 down, 2 on for the Bulldogs. Camelia Schumacher at bat. Singled and struck out here today, 1 for 2. Fouled away, count 1-1. Cedarburg has scored in every inning so far. They would like to continue doing so here in the 4th. They're up 8-3 on the Warriors. And that hit her on the foot. Bases loaded now, with Macy DeRosa coming up to bat. She has singled today. And a sac bunt. And smacked into the outfield. 1 run scores, and she does tag the home plate. Runners on second and third. 2 more runs for Cedarburg. And runners on second and third. 2 RBI there. That'll be ruled a single as she advanced on the throw. Bringing up Paige Schmitz, who homered. Another one that definitely had the trajectory to go out, and they ruled it. We know. Never mind, I'm thinking of Calmez. She hit one into center for a home run. Count 1-1 to the shortstop. And that one taken right to center, and that ends the inning, but the Bulldogs score 2, and they're up 10-3. 5th inning coming after this.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th inning. Wausau West 3, Cedarburg 10. Due up to bat is Elke, Leibelt, Kalmez. Elke, who struck out looking her last time up and reached on an error her first time up. Johnson delivers, bounce to the catcher, 1-0. France Propane is your locally owned complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local quality family. Count 1-1 to Elke. Taken for a strike. 1-2. Johnson bounces another in. 2-2. Delivers outside. 3-2. And a swing and a miss. 1 down. Elke goes down on strikes. Taylor Liebelt, the center fielder, reached on an error and a walk. 0 for 2 today. That ball is high. 1-0. Glad to be here in Green Heck today for the DC Everest softball invite. Sunny outside today, but looks quite windy. I do like that these big glass windows they have here in Green Heck where you can still see outside, let some light in. Count 3-0. Down the middle, strike 3-1. Looks like a good building to play some ultimate frisbee, if you ask me. Perhaps Bullis and I will rent it out. Taken for a strike, 3-2. Johnson. Another strikeout for the pitcher, Emily Johnson. 2 down. Her 11th strikeout of the game. One of which reached on the drop third strike. 2 down. And Claire Calmez up to bat. She homered her last at bat. And she will reach first here. As I was saying, she homered on the roof. Her last at bat. Now batting for the Warriors, McKenna Gale. A line out and a pop out. Johnson and Notham will talk it over here. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Gale, the third right fielder, steps into the batter's box. Johnson fires away, swinging. And throw away past the first baseman. Calmez around third. Comes in to score. And Gale reaches third on the throwing error. So from Johnson had to turn around her whole body to make that throw, so it is a tougher throw than what it may have seemed to be, but a throwing error nonetheless, which gave Gale the way to head to third. While there's a short backstop here, there is a lot of room down that first baseline for a throwing error to go awry, and it went way down into the right field foul territory, resulting in the runner on third. And a runner scored on that as Kelmez came to score. It's 10-4 now as Jaden Kelmez, the first baseman, up to bat. Ball in, 1-0. Johnson's ball is past the catcher, and another run in for the Warriors, making it 10-5. And now nobody out. 2 out. 2-0 is the count for Kelmez. Low, 3-0. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. And that ball, a strike. 3-1 to Kelmez. And a swing and a miss, full count. Johnson blows it by her, but the Warriors score 2 on a throwing error, making it 10-5. Bottom of the 5th after this.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from your simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Welcome back to Schofield here at DC Everest at the Greenhack Turner Family Arena. Cedarburg up 10-5 on the Warriors. Due up for the Bulldogs this half inning. Top the order, Ashley LeCavalier, Marley Caravella, and Caroline Notham. Nora Hintz getting in some warm-up pitches, and we will be underway here in the bottom of the 5th. Over on the other side, Baraboo has retaken the lead on Wausau East, 7-6. And LeCavalier into the batter's box. Ball low. taken for the strike. 1-1 to La Cavalier. She is 1 for 3 on the day. A single, a victim of the roof, and a ground out. Count 1-2 to the leadoff right fielder. Hintz delivers, and that's lined back to her. 1 out. Now up is Marley Caravella, the designated player. She's singled, been hit by a pitch, and struck out looking. High ball, 1-0. Hintz fires it in. Outside, 2-0. I haven't gotten to walk around this facility much until today. I saw some very interesting parts of the building that I didn't know existed, like the golf simulator. Saw 5 guys on the golf simulator, on 2 of them before this game. Count 1-1, ball is high, 2-1. They had a very big concession stand. I think they have a gym as well. Fouled away. Count is full at 3-2. I'm sure my producer, Braden Bowles, is a regular at the gym here at Greenheck. And a walk is drawn by Caravella. Caroline Notham, the catcher, coming up to the plate. We are located not in a press box, but in the Somerville Architects and Engineers Northeast deck. Nice view of the game today, elevated. Count is 0-1. Swinging foul, 0-2 for the catcher. Hit by a pitch, her last at bat in the 4th. Pitch is bounced in. Runner safe at second, takes the bag with her. Comes off its, I'm not sure what's keeping them in place here on the turf field. Anyhow, runner on second, 1 down, count 1-2. Here in the bottom of the 5th. And a high foul ball. Well, none of the 3 players can get to it. Count remains 1-2. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Fouled away. And the pitch is high, 2-2. Fouled away yet again. Almost hit her coming off the screen. Looks like the baseball field outside is ready for action. I can see it just past the tennis courts here. No snow. I don't know how wet it is, though. It might be dry from the snow earlier this week. Pitch bounced in, 3-2. Do we have any DC Everest baseball this week?
They play today, actually.
Oh, they play today. I don't think we're covering it, though. And the ball is hit to third. Thrown over to first. 2 down. Runner remains at second. Two down. Pitcher Emily Johnson back up. She is 1 for 2 with a ground out, a mammoth home run, and a walk. Johnson swings and misses. 1-1. Hintz fires low. Count 2-1 to Johnson. And Johnson up the middle to Kalmez, over to first, inning over. 10-5, Cedarburg will be back after these commercial messages.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Welcome back for the top of the 6th inning. Due up for the Warriors is Peissig, Hintz, Schultz. Johnson back on the mound. Bulldogs are up 10-5 on the Warriors. Swing and a miss. Big cut from Peissig. Struck out twice today. 0 for 2. Oh, we have a... I apologize. We have a pinch hitter, which is... Molly Mashinsky. And she strikes out. One down. And pitcher Nora Hintz up to the plate. She struck out looking her first at bat as she replaced Caitlin Butler on the mound. Fouled away. Johnson fires high. 1-1. Well over the catcher's head on that pitch. 2-1 to Hintz. Wausau East down 8-6 on the other field here at Greenhack in the 6th inning. They fell to Pulaski earlier today. And on our field here, De Pere beat Eau Claire North 8-3 in the opening game. Count 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Johnson. 2 down. Claire Schultz, the designated player, up to bat. She has struck out twice today. "14 strikeouts today for Johnson." Ball low, bouncing in, 2-0. Johnson fires in for a strike. Looking, 2-1. Cedarburg, this is their opening day of the season, and they look to make another extended postseason run as they did last year to state. That ball flies out to the second baseman, and we are heading to the bottom of the 6th. 10-5 Bulldogs. Bottom of the 6th after this.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Abbey Bank, we know everyone has their strengths. Our bankers may excel in numbers, but can they score on the court?
Maybe you guys should stick to what you're good at. Banking.
And that's exactly what we do. At Abbey Bank, we stick to what we do best, making banking about you.
Find an Abbey Bank location near you by visiting abbeybank.com.
Abbey Bank, where we make banking about you.
Welcome back to DC Everest. Hintz getting some warm-up tosses in for the Warriors. The Bulldogs are sending up Torbeck, Grunenberg, Schumacher here in the bottom of the inning. A lot more scoring in this one than Wausau West saw yesterday in the 3-0 loss to Lakeland to open up their season. Hintz, strike called, 0-1. Torbeck singled and scored her last at-bat. And lined over the head of the pitcher, but Calmez fires it in to Jaden Calmez for the out. Nice defensive day for those two here for the Warriors. Lydia Grunenberg at bat here. 1 for 3 today with a home run, a strikeout looking, and a ground out. That ball bounces off the plate into the backstop. 2-0. And Wausau East having a tough inning over on the other side of Greenhack. They were up 6-5. They're now down 11-6 in the 6th. High. 3-0. Grunenberg watches it and takes the walk. Camelia Schumacher, the third baseman, has a hit by pitch, a strikeout, and a single today. 1 for 2. 1 on, 1 out. Looks bunt. And a ball taken and a stolen base from Grunenberg. High, 1-1. So I guess they did call that last one a strike. They said she offered at it on the sacrifice bunt. And that ball hit past the third baseman and the shortstop. Runners on first and third now for Cedarburg. A single by Schumacher. Macy DeRosa up to the plate. She had a sac bunt and a single. DeRosa, ball taken high and a stolen base at second. Now runners at second and third, 2 in scoring position. And a strike taken. I believe we have Wausau West softball on the docket next week. Let's check our schedule. Yeah, they play Wausau East next week on the road on Thursday. Bullis says it's not a road game, but it indeed is. It is not at their home field, and they are the road team. So it is a road game.
Probably like a 5-minute drive.
High, the ball, and the runner's safe at home and at third. Another run in for the Bulldogs. 3-1 the count here. Runner on third, 1 out. Wausau West talking it over at the pitcher's mound. If a mound is what we'll call it here at Greenhack. Runway, more so. DeRosa in at the plate, 3-1, 1 out. DC Everest looking on in right center, getting ready to take the field against the Cedarburg squad next. And that's a walk. Runners on the corners for Paige Schmitz, the shortstop. Flew out to center her last at bat, and she is homered and reached on an error today. Coach Hughes running in. Not sure if there'll be a pitching change or not. No one else has taken the ball. Coach going over base running technique over at first with DeRosa. Birds 3-0, down 5-11 here on Cedarburg. But Cedarburg, a very tough opponent, making state last year. Ball in, 1-0. Nice sprawling stop there by the catcher, Heil. That ball bounced in. Runner advances second and third here, 1 out. On the shortstop, Schmitz. And hit. That one would not have been gone. So that's an out after hitting the rooftop here. 2 down. Top the order, La Cavalier to bat. She lined out to the pitcher her last at bat. Hintz fires it in, swinging, and foul. We will have a delayed start on the following game. That will not start at 2. DC Everest and Cedarburg. I'm not sure how much warming up Cedarburg will need to do, but they will give DC Everest time to warm up on the field, for sure. Swinging foul, 1-2, 2 down. And that one lined foul. Hintz on the rubber. Leans back. Fires in. Low. And a run scores. Runner advances to third. 12-5. Bulldogs. Count is 1-2 here to La Cavalier. The Warriors want to get off the field here. They have one more opportunity. Top the 7th. And another foul. Chopped into her own arm. And the pitch is in. And the runner went for it with not... Perhaps she thought there'd be more room on that that ball that bounced from the catcher, but she is tagged out at home. Cedarburg scores 2, 12-5, and we'll be back for the top of the 7th after this.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back here for the top of the 7th. Bulldogs 12, Warriors 5. Due up for Wausau West. Top the order, Holstrom, Elke, Liebelt. Cedarburg got 2 more runs in the bottom of that inning. Johnson fires low. Holstrom struck out her last time up. 14 strikeouts today for Johnson heading into the 7th. Fired in for a strike. And on the other field, Wausau East falls to Baraboo, 12-7. Lays down the bunt. Johnson throws, and that same play got her earlier today, which allowed for a couple runs. Spinning to throw to first. This one wide right. The other one was over her head, I believe. At any rate, Holstrom is on second. E1. Now Jane Elke up to bat. She struck out her last time up. Johnson fires in, throws down to third, safe. It was a good throw, but runner on a good jump. Holstrom now at third, Elke at the plate. And a high swing and a miss. 0-2 to Elke. And a swing and a miss at a high fastball. 1 down. Taylor Liebelt, the center fielder, coming up. She struck out her last time out in the 5th. Runner on third. Johnson delivers. Strike called. I believe it'll be Pulaski and Baraboo coming up on the other field, while Cedarburg, DC Everest comes next here. And this ball popped up to second. Caught. 2 down. And Claire Calmez looks to keep the game going for the Warriors, but they are 1 out away from defeat to the Bulldogs of Cedarburg. And that's a swing and a miss. Oh, and 1 to Calmez. Johnson fires, fouled away. 0-2. Johnson fires low. 1-2. It's been a pleasure to call these games here today at DC Everest in this nice indoor facility. Fouled away. We will not be doing a post-game interview today, but we certainly would have picked the pitcher, Emily Johnson. And that ball up the middle. Runner scores. Another run here for the Warriors on the single by Calmez. Her third RBI of the game. And McKenna Gale, the right fielder, will come up next. She scored after reaching on an error her last at-bat. As I was saying, we would have picked Emily Johnson, who has 15 Ks and a home run today. Very worthy of being our highlight house player, but we have a rolling time schedule here, and we will not have a post-game interview. Cedarburg will be playing immediately after this game against DC Everest. And that's called foul. Runner will go back to first, and Gale will come back to the batter's box, down 1-2. 2 outs here in the 7th. (12-6). Cedarburg up right now, looking to finish this one off and take on another Wisconsin Valley team. That ball low, 2-2. As I was saying in the first broadcast, good opportunity for teams to play teams from a part of the state they normally wouldn't here at this indoor invite at Greenheck. Wisconsin Valley versus North Shore here. And fouled off. Johnson looks in. Ball taken low, full count. Runner will be going here. Johnson swing and a miss. Another strikeout for her to end the game. The Bulldogs beat the Wausau West Warriors 12-6 here, and then they will face DC Everest coming up in just a bit. Thank you for watching today. Stay tuned for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. Again, no interviews after this game due to the nature of the rolling tournament schedule. But thank you for joining us this afternoon. Cedarburg 12, Wausau West 6. Thank you for watching. This has been Dan Lau calling the game with Braden Bullis on production. We'll see you for DC Everest Cedarburg next.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.